Shedeur Sanders does not want to leave Cleveland and makes a difficult decision that will complicate Kevin Stefanski's life. With a crowded quarterback room in Cleveland, the rookie refuses to back down, creating a dilemma for the Browns head coach Shedeur Sanders. Son of NFL legend Deion Coach Prime Sanders is stepping into the NFL with a chip on his shoulder and a firm grip on his aspiration. After a surprising fall in the 2025 NFL Draft, Sanders landed in Cleveland with the 144th overall pick in the 5th round, far from the first-round projections he once carried. But instead of sulking or seeking an easier path, Sanders has made it clear he doesn't want to leave Cleveland. This determination sets the stage for a brewing quarterback conundrum in Kevin Stefanski's camp, with the Browns already stacked at the position. Ahead of Sanders on the depth chart are Dillon Gabriel, a 3rd-round pick, former Steelers starter Kenny Pickett, and seasoned veteran Joe Flacco. All of them are filling in for Deshaun Watson, whose uncertain health leaves the door open for an unexpected leader to emerge. Sanders' work ethic and confidence could tip the scales. Despite being listed 4th on the Browns' depth chart during June's minicamp, Sanders is not treating his position as a redshirt year. He's already taken to Miami to train under Darryl Colbert Jr., a family friend and the founder of Select QB Athletics. Colbert, who has known Sanders since middle school, attested to the quarterback's relentless drive. Even back then, Shedeur wanted to just come work out, Colbert told the Rich Eisen show. He would come out there and throw with me when I was out there throwing, or come work out with me. And then once I got done playing ball and got into training, he was like, shoot, I'm training with you. I want to train with you. It's that kind of dedication that has Sanders eyeing the top spot in Cleveland, even as questions linger about whether the team can carry 4 quarterbacks into the regular season. His message to fans during a youth Q&A was brief but telling. We got preseason first. That's where he'll look to prove he belongs. But the spotlight has always burned brighter for Sanders. His strong college numbers, 7,364 passing yards, 64 touchdowns, and a 71.8% completion rate over 2 seasons at Colorado, have been overshadowed by scrutiny surrounding his swagger, confidence, and family name. Former NFL MVP Cam Newton, who knows a thing or two about navigating criticism, offered his advice. Some people may not like you. You got to be fine with that, Newton said on his YouTube channel. There's so much relatability to what Shedeur went through that I can relate to as well. Newton added, I have the utmost respect for Prime and the way the father has kind of engulfed his children in a way that we all, as parents, want to. But you're playing quarterback, you're going to the league, there's certain things that you got to incorporate too. As the Browns head into training camp, Stefanski faces a difficult decision. How do you balance a quarterback room full of options while giving a driven, media-attracting rookie a fair chance? Sanders' desire to remain in Cleveland and earn his role the hard way throws a wrench into an already complex quarterback rotation. For now, Shedeur Sanders isn't backing down. Whether he rises up the depth chart or forces a roster shakeup, one thing's for certain. He's not leaving Cleveland without a fight. Shedeur Sanders was never supposed to be here, at least not like this. Cleveland wasn't the bright lights destination many imagined for Deion Sanders' headline-making son. But after being passed over in the 2025 NFL Draft by the Browns, fate did something strange. An unexpected trade, a late injury, a twist of quarterback musical chairs. By week 6 of the NFL season, Shedeur was wearing brown and orange, and somehow he fit. In a city built on steel and heartbreak, Shedeur brought flash and fire. He brought wins, he brought national attention, and most importantly, he brought hope. But hope in Cleveland always comes at a cost. Now the 2026 offseason has arrived, and with it, a decision, one that nobody expected would be his to make. Shedeur Sanders is a free man. Not in the unrestricted sense, his rookie deal still binds him, but the kind of freedom that only leverage can give. When Watson went down again and Shedeur stepped in, he didn't just manage games, he owned them. His numbers were dazzling, his swagger undeniable. In just 10 games, he made Cleveland feel relevant again. And now, a swarm of teams, ones with better systems, shinier markets, and fewer quarterback ghosts are calling. Trade packages, sweet whispers, promises of building around you. He could leave, His agent wants him to leave. His father, Coach Prime himself, told him over dinner, "You're a star. You don't have to stay where they didn't believe in you." But Shedeur doesn't see it that way. "I'm not done here," he told reporters, arms crossed in the cold wind off Lake Erie. "They gave me the ball. I gave them my heart, and I'm not going to run now." The statement stunned Cleveland fans and blindsided one person in particular, head coach Kevin Stefanski. To understand why this changes everything, you have to understand Stefanski. A tactician, a planner, a man of structure. His offense thrives on rhythm, reads, and the belief that if you execute precisely, the machine will work. That's why he built his house on Deshaun Watson, an investment not just in talent, but in predictability. Now, Shedeur Sanders has thrown that plan into chaos, because Shedeur isn't structure. He's improvisation. He plays with jazz in his blood. He spins out of the pocket, turns broken plays into fireworks, and waves off routes with confidence few rookies dare. Stefanski doesn't not like Shedeur. He respects him. He admires the fire. But Shedeur is not his guy. He never was. The coach had quietly hoped the offseason would bring clarity, a trade, an exit, a return to what he knew. But Shedeur's decision to stay, to fight for the job, has turned what should be a simple spring into a quarterback quagmire. Training camp looms like a storm. Inside the facility, the mood is split. Some players gravitate to Shedeur's energy. He's magnetic in the locker room. He's the guy who bought dinner for the offensive line every week, who practiced extra with the third-string receivers when others hit the showers. But Stefanski's staff? They're uneasy. The system wasn't built for a quarterback who freelances. The idea of restructuring an entire offense around a sophomore QB with a superstar personality and a head coach who prefers spreadsheets to slogans is daunting. Yet Sanders is forcing that possibility with his play, with his presence, with his decision to stay in a place that didn't initially want him, but now can't seem to live without him. And here's the twist. The fans are on his side. Cleveland has never rallied behind polish. It rallies behind grit, heart, redemption, and Shedeur Sanders, for all the Hollywood heritage and press conference gold chains, has become their symbol of unfinished business. So when Stefanski tries to pivot back to Deshaun Watson this preseason, there will be noise, loud noise. Every incompletion will be met with chants. Every conservative third down call will spark rage. And Stefanski, already on a hot seat, scorched by years of almosts, is facing a future written in uncertainty. Does he double down on his original plan and risk alienating the fan base? Or does he pivot toward the quarterback he never chose, but who chose him? Because that's what Shedeur did. He chose Cleveland. He could have walked away. He could have demanded a trade, ghosted the locker room, chased brighter lights, but he stayed. Not because it's easy, but because somewhere between the booze, the snow, and the rusted metal of the dog pound, he found something worth believing in. And now, Stefanski must do the same or risk becoming the villain in someone else's origin story.